In this video, I will discuss about the megagametocyte or female gametophyte development. So it is known as megagametogenesis. This procedure also known as megagametogenesis. So megagametogenesis is the procedure of the development of megagametophyte or female gametophyte. Female gametophyte also known as embryo sac. From a single megaspore, megagametophyte can be developed. So this is known as monosporic megagametophyte development. From two megaspores, megagametophyte will be developed, and this is known as bisporic megagametophyte development. But in some species, from four matured megaspores, megagametophyte development will be taking place. So this is known as tetrasporic megagametophyte development, and these types of megagametophyte development will be varying from species to species. Today I will discuss about the monosporic megagametophyte development. It is the most common case, monosporic megagametophyte development. Inside the ovule, it is a megaspore. Megaspore is present and it is the nucleus of the megaspore. First, the nucleus divides mitotically and forming the two daughter nuclei. Mitotic division resultant two daughter nuclei, and two daughter nuclei move towards two opposite pole, and each nucleus now divides mitotically twice and forming total four nuclei in each pole, and one nucleus mitotically divides twice in each pole. So from one, first two nuclei, then after second mitosis, four nuclei at each pole will be formed. So this is now 8 nucleate stage, 4 nuclei at each pole, total 8 nucleate stage. And then one nuclei from each pole moves at the center. Here 3 nuclei are present and one nuclei from each pole moves towards the center. So two nuclei present at the center and 3 nuclei at two different poles. So it is also now 8 nucleate stage. From these 8 nucleate stage, the 3 nuclei at the chalajal end, this is chalajal end and this is micropylar end. At the chalajal end, the 3 nuclei now develops into 3 cells, and 3 cells are known as antipodal cells. And here one nucleus getting larger in size and forming egg, and just on opposite side, on either side of the egg, 2 cells are present, and these 2 cells are known as synergids. Synergids are present on either side of the egg, and egg and 2 synergids together forming the filiform apparatus. Filiform apparatus, where egg and 2 synergids and forming the filiform apparatus. Okay, and two haploid nuclei present at the center, and these 2 haploid nuclei are known as polar nuclei. In the last stage, here the 2 antipodal cells are present, and this is the filiform apparatus with egg and 2 synergids, and the 2 polar nuclei fuse and forming the definitive nucleus. So here 1 2 3 4 5 6 cells are present, and here the 2 cells are fused and forming the definitive nucleus, and this is the 2n, because N and N, 2 polar nuclei fused and forming the definitive nucleus. So it is 2n or diploid in nature. So definitive nucleus, only the diploid structure within a female gametophyte. It is the female gametophyte or embryo sac. Why it is known as embryo sac? Because after fertilization, the male gametes fuse the egg and forming the diploid zygote. From the zygote, embryo will be developed within the female gametophyte. That's why female gametophyte also known as embryo sac, right? And all the nuclei, all the cells are now haploid. Only the definitive nucleus is diploid. So definitive nucleus is the only structure present within the megagametophyte or female gametophyte which is diploid in nature. This is all about the megagametophyte development or megagametogenesis. Now some important questions from this chapter. Structure of Anatropous ovule, you have to practice the diagram also, and all the labelings as well as the description of Anatropous ovule. Next, and functions of different parts. Next, megasporogenesis process with diagram and flowchart, megagametogenesis diagram, and difference between micro and megasporogenesis, micro and megagametogenesis, and micro and megametophyte development. These two, and megagametogenesis and micro and megametophyte development, are homework. And today I will discuss about micro and megasporogenesis. So what is the difference between micro and megasporogenesis? Microsporogenesis is the process of the formation of microspore, whereas megasporogenesis is the process of the formation of megaspore, right? And microsporogenesis, in case of microsporogenesis takes place in microsporangium, megasporogenesis takes place within the megasporangium or ovule, and spore formation takes place from MMC, that is microspore mother cell, here from megaspore mother cell, that is also known as MMC. And numerous microspore mother cells are formed in a microsporangium, but only one megaspore mother cell is formed within a megasporangium. And 4 microspores are formed, and they can be arranged in different tetrad shapes like tetrahedral, decased, linear, etc. But megaspore tetrads will be only of one type, that is megaspore tetrad only can be linear type. That is the main difference of microsporogenesis and megasporogenesis. And